Hello, loyal viewers. This is Nerris here, and I'm bringing you the start of the Dwarfhead Cup Season 2. Now, I'll be playing a Necromantic team through this league, and I will, of course, be streaming all my games throughout the entire league. I'm also streaming my Reddit Blood Bowl 3.5 league, and those streams are also available on my channel. I'll be up against a human opponent for this game. And this is our first game, so there's not much to show about the teams. We'll be jumping into it. I'm just going to kick off the invite now. And we should be good to go. Now, this is coming off of the Dwarfhead Cup Season 1, which was a 2-division league with 8 players per division. This time around, the league has doubled in size. We've got 4 divisions running. The top 4 from each division will advance to the tournament, and we'll see where things go from there. So, my opponent has 30k in advancements because he did not spend his full starting value roster. So that means we're going to be starting even. Now, for anybody who's curious about the logo here, I really liked the footprint logo for the Necromantic team, but I want it to be with the purple background, and the green just looked horrible on it. So I went into the game files and I edited the image. So this is not the stock icon, but I just love the way that it looks on the players. So we're going to get kicked off here in just a second. Now, my opponent is starting with 3 rerolls, as am I. I know that he has an ogre on the team from looking at it earlier. But we're going to have to take a quick look at everything once we get in game, just to see what the layout looks like. I haven't fully researched his team, and I actually haven't seen my team for a while since I created it, so I'm going to have to look at both and see just what we're bringing. My team theme this time is actually Wolfgang, Amadeus, Mozart, because we do have the Wolf players on the team, so this is going to be my Wolfgang. And I thought I would tie it into a music theme. So all my players are actually named after different musical instruments or orchestral instruments. Now this sound is coming through really loud here. I'm going to have to turn down the audio a bit in just a moment. Pigtails. I am going to, against them, receive... menu, I can't get to the options here. Okay, so we'll turn on the grid and you'll have to bear with me. Unfortunately, I retweaked the audio for the music to get it where I wanted the sound quality to be. And unfortunately, it looks like the cheering crowd is actually in effect. So unfortunately, the audio may be just a little rough here. So this may be the best chance to just throw on your own music in the background, and you'll only get the sound effects coming through from our game here. Now, I'm actually on the offense here, so I do want to hit some players. These flesh golems are crazy slow, so I kind of want to stick them out here so that they each get a block in. I'm going to chump block with this mummy. I do have a werewolf on the team. He's likely going to be my... Actually, I'm going to throw the ghoul back with my ball carrier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to here. I want my werewolf up front so I can try to make plays with him somewhere. I really want to hit... Where does he done? He's put linemen in the back. He has 1, 2, 3, 4... a line of blitzers here with block. 2 linemen up front, and this. So he doesn't have any throwers or strange positional players. I'm going to put some zombies up here because I'd like to advance and tie up some players. I want to try blitzing down this side with this white. I'm actually going to go really far forward here, which is definitely not my normal approach to things. But we're going to see how this works out. My idea here being that I really don't want to be running in with my werewolf just yet, my tambourine. When I get my second werewolf, he's of course going to be playing the triangle. my big fellows up front. I've got both of my flesh golems, which are the tuba and the bass, but I need to pick up this ball and get it forward. First thing I want to do is actually that. 1, 2, 3. And he's not... do I burn a reroll already? Yes, because I haven't done anything. I really actually messed up my order of activation here. So I am in fact going to back up and cover the ball instead of moving up to blitz these guys like I was intending. So I'm going to spread out here so it's hard for him to get through, and he has got to take risks if he wants to do anything there. I really want to do this block here. Take the push to there. I will not follow up because I really like having a high strength player in this area. Same with you. There we go. We'll get it down, not follow up. And a KO on turn 1. This is just a great start to things as far as I'm concerned. I really don't want to frenzy into this guy, so I'm going to keep my werewolf back. Actually, I'm going to keep my werewolf even further back because I don't want this boneheaded guy to open up a blitz at the werewolf. I'm going to advance you. Actually, hang on, you're slow. So he's going to come all the way back in here to join the play. He's going to come to here. This is all because I want to blitz with this blitzer because I haven't done a blitz yet. And he's going to come here and hit it. Down to you, to there. I'm not going to follow up. I'm not worried about marking players right now. Actually, I will mark the lineman. Or I won't. I'm actually happier moving him back here to somewhere safe. Again, I've, just like most of the times when I start off a new league, I'm playing a team that I've never played before. I'm not quite sure how I should be trying to get things done as the Necromantic player here. I do know one of the advantages is that I have much higher speed than the teams I'm used to playing, because I do have a Speed 8 Air Werewolf and a Speed 7 Ghoul on the team. That said, the humans are actually very quick. The linemen are 6. But their blitzers are all 7. So if I go too aggressive, they can actually catch me on the field here. So what I'm going to try to do is to set up a cage, advance normally, and see if I can't break out with the werewolf at some point. My best case scenario would actually be if I could try to surf somebody with the werewolf, or at least get some hits off with him, because he does have this... He does have claw, but I need to be so careful about frenzy, and I want to be sure that anywhere I hit somebody, I'm not advancing into trouble. So he has managed to mark my player, which is fine. What I want to do here is find a way to hit this player with assists, so that my werewolf can push up, hit something with claw, and still be safe. And we're going to see just how this plays out in a moment here. The other option is always to hand off to my werewolf, run around this side now that he's committed, but he's definitely running this deep 2-line defensive strategy, where I can blitz one player, but I can't move far on a given turn. I don't know that I can actually outbash a human team. I may be able to. I don't know the team well enough to comment on that for sure. What I do want to do is I'm going to mark up some players here. So he's going to go here. And my flesh golem is going to go here. Now this should cause these 2 players to have to dodge or hit a strength 4 if they want to get out of here. I want him standing to mark the troll. I want to mark some of these players now. If I move this zombie up to here, this is now a safe blitz. I get 2 dice here. I push it up. I get another 2-die block for both of them, and then I can decide what to do. So I'm going to take this with the werewolf, and I actually got him down right away. I have to follow because he is a frenzy player, and unfortunately I'm not going to be able to dodge out of here very well. But I can take my 2-die block with my block player, which is hopefully really what I was trying to set up ultimately. He's going to go over there. I will follow because I want to be sure that I've got assists to help cover my my werewolf here. Just like you are going to actually... Well, let's see where I'm going to move the ball. I don't know that I actually want to go too far with it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm considering moving a lot of players into here and taking some real hits this turn, but then opening myself up to make a serious play down the pitch. So he's going to go here. This allows me to shift my my ball carrier towards the sideline. And if I hand off to the werewolf, I can very easily be on the other side of the field in a turn. You can come here now. Now they can get some crazy assists on the flesh golem now, but I'm forcing him to throw blocks in that area. And I want to be sure that I have something else here to prevent just the easy blitz on this player. Oh, perfect. So he's going to get down here to mess that up a bit. And then you, sir, are actually going to come all the way around to here. I'm almost out of time. Which will prevent the easy blitz into this area. And we'll see how this works. Now, this is a recommendation I made on one of my other videos. I'm just going to point this out. To anyone watching this on YouTube, my favorite thing to do when watching these games is to go into the bottom right, hit that little settings button, and turn the game up to 1.5 times speed. It makes it a lot easier to watch these games. Admittedly, my voice will get kind of ridiculous. Sometimes I might be speaking a little too fast, but you can really see the flow of the play at an appropriate speed, watching at 1.5. Get the full experience, and save yourself a bunch of time watching the videos. It'll also make it easier to jump through and see some of the other games that'll get up as the season goes along. So now we're going to find out just how he intends to do this. Now he could hit my blitzer back and then try to get a blitz on the werewolf. The werewolf is armor 8. Perhaps I'm being a little too concerned about protecting that player. Because he is very good on his own. Now, one of the dangers with what I've done this turn is I have marked a lot of players, but this means I've opened myself to taking a lot of hits this turn, which is generally not something that I like to do. I'm just giving him the block advantage by standing in here and letting him throw it. But I'm hoping I can find a way to play the ball up the field here and make something good come from this. Also, the more dice my opponent rolls, the more chances there are for him to make a mistake here. Oh, he does have a thrower. I actually didn't locate him when I was checking all his players before. Chucker Norris as the thrower. Now if I have, please stay standing. Beautiful. So this is actually fairly close to the situation I was hoping to get here. Ah, and that is the fly in the ointment. Oh, wow. Okay, this is actually a huge advantage to me. He is now short 2 players because he ended up KOing himself on a zombie here. Everything is tied up on this side of the field. I'm actually going to cross over and come this way with everything. So he's going to stand and put an assist here. I want to clear the werewolf up to get out. I have a 2-dice block here, and then I'd have a 2-dice block here once this player's moved, if I don't follow. I have a 2-dice block here. I'm going to try clearing the werewolf. The werewolf can blitz here, and I'm going to shift everything to the other side of the field, if I can. So I did get the push to there. I am, yes, going to follow. Normally I wouldn't want to be doing this, but I'm trying to tie up players if I can here. I want you standing. I want to be sure that I can push him. See, the last place I wanted was here. This gives me a couple chances to hit the player as long as I don't both down. So he's going to end up pushing to there. Yes, I will follow to get an extra tackle zone on this guy. Now you can hit him. I really need you down. There we go. No, don't follow. And 3 KOs on the team. This is not a good way to start a match for my opponent here. This player's going to go here. He's going to come here. I want to run the ball as far this way as possible. I'm actually going to run it all the way back here. Which I'm hoping will make it a little difficult for the player to come towards me. My opponent to come towards me. You can actually go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These guys are so fast. So I have 2 2-die blocks against a lineman with claws on my team. I really don't want to get them both down. I will take a reroll, even though it's a little silly to do something like that so early. And I'm going to bring this player up here. Now I have burned 2 rerolls already, which I really don't like doing. That said, the sheer player advantage that I'm just getting like 3 KOs and a man down is just lucky. I was really afraid going into this game. The fact that I've managed to get this much of a player advantage on the pitch is definitely not something that I expected to gain. Now he is going to be able to set this up and then try to open up a blitz. I didn't have quite as many players here as I wanted to, but I was hoping with all the players I have in here, I'll be able to keep players tied up and make it hard for him to break out and join the play. Although he is doing a great job of freeing these players up. If I can just keep them tied up in this whole area and run the ghoul around, then I'm in a good position. My other option is to hand it to the werewolf and try to get some skills on him early, because getting that first block on the werewolf just makes him terror on the pitch. I'd really like to actually get him the touchdown if I could. There's the go for it to get over here, and he has gotten the hit on my flesh golem. I've heard a lot of horror stories about how difficult it is to get your flesh golems in the play, because although they're strength 4, they're also speed 4, and they don't have much that helps them. Stand firm is excellent. I like thick skull because it means they're staying on the pitch, but it's very easy for them to fall behind the play, and that's really not something that I want happening if I can help it. So this player is going to move. I want him in the action somewhere. 1, 2, 3, 4 can bring you here to be annoying. I have a feeling I can bash these guys down. So he's just going to move toward the play. At this point, I'm actually not in a rush to try to score. But I do need to carefully decide what I want to hit with my werewolf. I could get a... That's an assist, but after I push him, I'm actually at -1 here, which I do not like. This is actually a 1-die block. If you stand... pushes you to there, and then I have a 1-die block after him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could hit him here. This player I want to stand. Now I could just dodge out with the ball, but that's always a risk. I really want to find a way to protect this whole area. I think my best bet is actually to do a blitz here. Move this player up to tie up 2 of them. I could blitz this way, which I don't mind. Down you to there, follow up, yes. Because this is tied up. The ball, now all these are tied up. It's going to be hard for him to get out with anything but that lineman. So what I want to do is move the ball up the field where he probably can't reach it. I'm actually going to cover this player with the werewolf to make it a little harder for him to get a good hit on there. And then the werewolf can hit anything that happens. And now I can actually take some blocks over here. I might as well hit with you because you need to get some points at some time. And even if I'm just pushing you around, that's alright. Because I have enough players here that I can roll these dice. And just try for the down. I am going to push him straight back. If they can follow up. Because this lets the flesh golem hit him if he stands. And this is a good 2-die block now as well. So we'll take it. And I don't know what I rolled. I did actually roll defender down. So that was lucky. And the stun result again. Extremely lucky. I'm getting some ridiculous armor rolls here. And we'll see if I can make that play to my advantage. Now that said, these are all KOs. They can come back into the game, so I don't want to rush through and hope to steal the ball for an extra touchdown. I am going to play it slow. So he is going to tie him up. Maybe try to dodge a player out or free somebody up to get over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't really get an assist over here anywhere. I might just have to take a 2-die block with the werewolf to push him here. Because he has a lot of players that can get involved in the play. And he is making his dodge rolls, so I might be in a bit of trouble here. But I do have dodge. And I ate a reroll. So I do get to knock my player out of here a little. And hope for the best. Unfortunately, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can get players over here with assists. I will be able to hopefully double push and frenzy that guy off the pitch. In this case, I will take the down results so you can knock yourself down. So I want to move you here. I want this player 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. No, stop. You, I want here. Now this is a 2-die block. I need a push so that my blitzer can join the play. Then I need a way to block this guy as well. Well, let's do the important things first. Let's take this, because I'm going to want my reroll here, possibly. I didn't end up surfing him. But if I push you to here, then even the zombie could surf you. Let's do this. There we go. Down. I'm actually going to push you here and follow so that I can tie both players with this fella. Now you... Here's the question. Actually you can tie up this player without a problem. You guys can get rid of any assists that are going on over here. You can continue to mark this player. This frees him up to come all the way up here. Actually, this could be my blitz if I go for it. I'm going to take this now. I really don't want this player here standing beside the ball. Even though it's pushing him out of range of my werewolf. Now I have a 2-die block with this. I'm pushing down to there. I actually will follow up because I do want to be further up the board here. Actually, if I did not, I would have had it would have been dice against me to do something there. And again, I'm going to hit with my flesh golems because they need kills to be useful. Or at least they need some player points, so I might as well try for it. You're going to hit them with a double assist. Downed. I want you up here because I want this zombie free to do things. And I want to be sure that both of my flesh golems have a block next turn. Now, the one thing I need to be sure that I'm doing is making sure that I don't make a stupid mistake that costs me a touchdown at some point. For example, my player with the ball is not well defended. I have the player advantage in this area, but I have one reroll. If for some reason he manages to knock my player around, which he has done, I need to be sure that I can pick up this ball. I really wanted him to follow up. 5, 6, 7, 8, go for it. I can push with that. You can push him out. Actually, this is not bad because I kind of wanted to try to score with my werewolf anyway. And this player has chosen not to stand, so I can do some interesting things here. One of them is going to be adding some more people to the play, or at least to the area. I'm going to want you over here. I'm going to want you to get involved, probably just back here somewhere. I would like to go for it, but I don't want to risk the reroll when I really want it here. Now, if this player gets the ball, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I could have him all the way out here, which really ruins my opponent's options of moving forward. So, if you go 1, 2, 3, 4 to here, that gives me no assist. I am going to move this player up here because I want to hit this blitzer to get him off the ball before I try to pick up with the werewolf. We'll re-roll that. He could pick up the ball, blitz this player for 1, 2, and run it in here if I wanted to. I'm going to declare a blitz. Down you to there. Now, everything is tied up. There are players everywhere. He could dodge out to try to hit me, or I could just score this now. Either way, he's going to get 2 chances to have players stand up. But I would like to get more hits in before this is all over. If I come all the way, how fast are you? 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go for it, go for it. You would have to double go for it to get to me here. So I am, in fact, going to run this player all the way out here. And he's going to wait before I do this. Perhaps foolish, but we will see just how this works out. You're going to go there. You are going to hit him, because you can. Take that to there. No follow. You're going to hit him. Do it. Roll the dice. Roll the dice. There we go. Down. Yes, follow. So I did manage to knock down the players that I wanted to here. These 2-minute turns are actually so quick. I didn't have a trouble with it when I was playing Dwarfhead the first time around. That's because I wasn't streaming. As soon as I'm trying to think about what I'm saying, it's become a lot harder to finish my turns within the 2 minutes. Whereas normally I'll do a turn in 1 minute. This is an interesting situation. So my opponent is in a rough spot here. He does have most of his players down. Now he does have a dodge, double go for it blitz that he can try for. And if it lands, I'm actually in a good deal of trouble. I think next turn I need to try to put this in regardless of anything else because I just can't risk losing the ball on this stuff. And he has rolled a... Oh, he got me! And he stunned me. Okay, so we are in trouble here. We need to score. I need to score somehow. You, sir, cannot get to the ball. But you can get to the player. So I'm getting as much here as I can do because I may have just lost this by trying to hold for too long. Oh, wow, these dodge rolls. Whoops, I've made a huge mistake. Probably because I really wanted to get the touchdown here. I should have taken it that turn. Getting 3 points on a werewolf, bringing him to 5 now would just be amazing. I've made a huge mistake letting that go through. I can get an assist over here. You can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can blitz the ball with that. Then I have, you could try to pick it up there. So I'm going to do this. Actually, can you blitz him? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This player is in the way for everything I want to do. So you're going to go 1. I want you here because I need to mark players. You are going to move up here so that I can mark players. You are going to move here so I get someone else on this guy. But I need to mark this guy somewhere. You're going to come all the way around here. Here's my blitz. Blitz and then try to pick up the ball? Actually, I like that. So he's going to move here. Oh, no, he's not. No! Oh, no, I'm still okay. I thought I covered my own chance to get to the ball there. I would love to free up one more of these players somehow, but this is my blitz. And we'll see if this works. Down to here. I'm not going to follow up. Now I am going to go for it here to try to pick up the ball. And I fell over. Darn, that would have been a beautiful chance. If I was holding the ball there, I would have had a great chance of trying to get it in next turn. All of a sudden, this ball is vulnerable. All it's going to take for him is one good dodge roll to get that off of me. I expect he's going to probably want to blitz this player off and try to get this fellow over there to pick up the ball. But he has no rerolls. If I get a turnover somewhere here, and I haven't gotten it, so I am in trouble. Well, I'm not in trouble, but I've risked the touchdown for this half. I do still have a large player advantage depending on how many of these players stand up. And he's decided not to try to pick up the ball. And I expect he'll try to get more players in the action here with whoever he has. He'd have to double go for it here, and I don't know that he wants to turn over. Although I think his best move is to try to get in here. If he falls over, I'll be good. If he doesn't, I'm in some serious trouble. Okay. So, we can make this work. This is not done. Who can actually score from here? Stand for 3, 4, 5, 6. Go for it to score. You could do it. If I get this guy out of the way. What I want to do is hit here with the 2-die block, then hit here with the 2-die block. Then he blitzes this player back, and then he can stand and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is this wrong? My other option is to get somebody here, blitz, and do go for it, which is probably my best option. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 to stand. 3, 4 for the blitz. 5, 6. Go. That's a double go for it. I don't like that. I'd rather throw some blocks here. Actually, this player could assist if I can knock you down. I'm going to get the assist in there. And then I'm going to make some plays really quick because I just realized that I don't have the clock I thought I did. I'm going to stand up some players quick so that I've got options. You're going to hit him. You're going to succeed. Beautiful. To there. Follow up, yes. You have to hit him for any of this to work, so we're going to do that. Push, push, push. Beautiful. Get the hell out of the way. You're going to hit him to free up my werewolf. Down to there. Don't follow. You, sir, you're going to be here in case I fail to pick up the ball. Now the werewolf is doing the same for 3, 4, 5. He's going to successfully pick up the ball because he has to. Come on, don't fail! And then he's going to run it. He's going to go 1, 2, 3 to here. Wow! Wow! So, I've made some crazy risky plays by choosing to take that many blocks with no rerolls, but they all went in my favor. So by just luck of the dice, that worked. And any one of those rolls could have just ended the half for me. I got extremely lucky that things went the way they did there. So I'm going to let him hit some zombies that have nothing on them. 3 zombies. Everyone else is just going to go to the back here and chill out. Keep them safe. You're coming back here. I want you guys here. I want my whites. Actually, you know what? He can blitz me all the way back here. I'm way too far forward. There's no reason for me to be this close to the line. And I know that if I come back here, he just cannot reach me. Let him throw hits on zombies. Wow. That was a thing. I don't know if you saw that, but that was a thing. Alright. So, I expect the Mighty Blow, a hit, maybe a zombie down. He is going to get another reroll, another chance to get this player back for the second half, so I may only have a 1-player advantage. But even that, I can try to do a lot with on the defense. That said, my defensive play has typically been very weak. Probably because I main as orcs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll kick it right to him. Kickoff table. Oh, he's got a reroll. That's actually not a bad result for him. He can try to make something happen there. Now I'm going to take 3 bad hits up front. Oh, I will be... Nope, I'm going to take more than 3 hits. Everyone here is going to get hit a couple times. If I'm lucky, no one will die. I'm surprised he didn't follow, because then he would have had a 2-die block there. He's getting nothing but push results. I feel like the Expendables here are just not giving dice. He's getting horrible dice with the KOs. Himself KOing his own troll, or his own ogre, is actually really rough. It definitely made me a lot safer on that half. I'm really afraid of this guy because he is the Strength 5 Mighty Blow, and I haven't had a chance to get any kind of defensive skills because it's game 1. I expect this is the Blitz, but unfortunately, he has left nobody to help with Boneheaded, so he's just going to be stupid. He should have left this player back. Then he probably could have blitzed in here successfully. And now the Vanity Pass. We'll see him move a bit closer and pass it over to try to get a point on the thrower. And unfortunately, it hasn't gone through. Okay, so it is time for us to get smacked around in the second half on the line. And we're going to see if this player gets up. And he does not. So I do have a 2-player advantage. This is a 2-player advantage to me feels significant in the second half, whereas a 1-player advantage is okay. I want you here, I want you back 1, 2. I want you here, I want you back 1, 2. I need some wide players. I want you here. I want you here. So and then back in the middle here somewhere. I'm actually going to put these guys in the field because they're really fast. So somebody recommended this just lay out to me. Now this does mean that these two players are blitzable if they knock the center dude down, which I expect they will. But he's got to make a lot of hits successfully to get to this back line. Because even if he clears this player down, he has to clear at least two of these to open up a path into the back. I have the strength 4 players right where he really wants to blitz through. And in this area here, he either has to hit my block player, or he can hit this weak player and still have 2 tackle zones covering everything. This is my first time trying this defensive formation. I actually went online before this game to look at defensive formations because I never have an idea how to set up. And in the list of them, this looked like it would work well for Necromantic because I do have the 2 strength players to fill these spots. I do have the chump blockers that I don't care about. That said, once I start to get more... once I pick up a second werewolf or a second ghoul and I have more players I need to protect, this is going to be a little more dangerous. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I always kick right here because I really don't want him to hand it off to something where I just cannot get the ball. High kick, it is right up front. Of course, he didn't move anyone under the ball because the troll was there. But I may actually be able to make a play on this ball. I'm a little concerned about this. I feel like my werewolf, or at least my ghoul, is going to stay back as a safety. My werewolf might move in and hit some, take some blocks of opportunity if there are any. So then if he hits this player, I do have this channel open. He does need to hit both of them. And these are finally some blocks going to my opponent's player. This stun is actually going to be annoying because I would really like to keep these players tied up. And this guy's definitely getting smacked. But once again, he's left nobody for the really stupid assist to make sure Stroll can activate. He does have a cage set up. Really nice on the ball here, though. And I expect this player will follow through into the backfield. Or he may stay there. He is short players. He needs to be careful about tying up too many. I'm actually okay with that. This means I could get a frenzy and hit this blitzer twice with the werewolf. Now, not quite so much. And I'm unsure how I'm going to play this. His team is so much faster than mine. I don't know if I want to try to get at the ball here, or whether I just want to try to tie something up. He's really secured the center field area, though. You can stand, which puts stuff in the way. If he goes 1, 2... I really want to get my robot players involved here somewhere. I'm not quite sure where to do this. I actually am completely unsure how I want to play this turn. I think I might use the zombies to try to cover the push to the wide zones. Bring these players in, because they can always cut back out if I need to, especially with this werewolf. For example, if I move, if you stand up, you stand up, and this player cuts around, and he's going to have to throw some weird blocks, but I don't want to commit too much to the backfield here. This is really my biggest concern, is what happens if I have too many players here where I really don't want them. I can move you here happily to tie you up. I could do pretty much the same with you. Now this isn't a bad block now. But I want these players in the action. I'm going to actually force him to roll blocks, because when you roll blocks, you can fail blocks. I want you... I want you somewhere where you're just generally annoying and you can risk it getting the ball. I'm putting tackle zones everywhere that I can. This player has to tie up the ogre. And I want to tie up that guy as well, but I'm not sure if I'm going to commit a player over there to do it. I think that I might. So I am actually going to move him up here. So, once again, I'm letting him throw his blocks. I need to worry about this thrower. So, I'm going to take this hit. The push result to there, I'm going to not follow because I want him free. You could hit here for one. These are both blitzers, which concerns me. But I do have my blitz open. This is a good blitz. This is not, because I don't want to end up stuck beside the troll, so I am going to hit here. Does mean this player could get out, which is a big risk, but you're downed. I'm going to push you to there. I have to follow, and I did not break armor, but it also means that I can back him up again. I get the tackle zones where I want it in case this guy tries to dodge. And this is interesting. I heard someone mention that you should be playing a hitting run game with the werewolves. I didn't really understand how that worked. But that's because I usually take blitzes at the maximum possible distance that I can get to. Taking this short blitz, hitting the player, and then backing out again, especially with the insane speed on these werewolves, actually makes me really happy about how I can try to find cool ways to play this unit. If he gets doubles, oh, he will be a terror. I almost want to try to hit the ogre with him just because I have this claw which can possibly get the ogre out of the way. But I just don't know that I can set up enough safe assists in case I frenzy in and just get myself killed. So I think I'm going to definitely try to keep him safe, especially because he's such an expensive player and I haven't got him skilled in yet. So this is an interesting shift to this half of the field. And this is a big change here. I'm going to get these players up immediately. I want them here. My opponent's going to be in a bit of trouble here, but I need to find the correct way to react to this new situation. So you'll have to excuse me if I'm lost in the chat here. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I can tie up these players. So I want to get some strength in here. I will be going there. To put some trouble in this area. This player can actually blitz 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for the blitz, but I really want to get an assist there if I can. That's a 1-die block. That's a 1-die block. This is 2. I'm going to have to, if I double block these zombies, I can get a 2-die block on the thrower, which would be amazing. So I am going to risk this. I'm going to need a reroll to make it happen. But the opportunity to really blitz the thrower, and even that is a huge result, and I will take that happen. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. So here I am with the assist. I can take my blitz now. Before I do that, I want to be sure this player is locked up with something. You, sir, everyone. Okay, good. Just in case this fails. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're going to hit you. You are down. I'm going to push you. If I push you here, the ball's more likely to be in my tackle zones. And I'm going to push him straight back. And unfortunately, I don't want to roll a dodge because I've already used my rerolls here. I do want you to be somewhere impactful. So I'm going to move him up into the play. So I can make use of my werewolf. I'm going to try to hit you just because it really locks things up. And then this is the last hit I want to take. Actually, this is the hit I want to take now because this affects the play less than anything else. And I'm really just hitting for trying to KO or stuff at this point. And these armor rolls have just been on point for me the entire game. I want to follow up here. No, I don't. I want to leave something wide. And these armor rolls have been obscene. I do not deserve to have dice this strong going for me all game. Now, one of the reasons I moved the werewolf here is if I can manage to get the extra touchdown and level him on game 1, I will be very happy going into the rest of the league. don't have any players out. He currently has 3 players down because of that extra chaos, so I do have a 3-player advantage on the pitch. And we'll see what I can do with that. And unfortunately, oh, he did manage to pick up the ball here, so I am going to have to blitz to knock that out. No, I won't, because the dodge roll was failed. I'm going to go really aggressive and try to get up the pitch here. I'm going to want you here. I'm going to want you, I want you here to tie up these players. I kind of want to take this block. I want to try to get that ball first somehow. This is a safe block. I have 2 dice. I'm going to stand you up first, just to be sure I'm okay. With 4 dice, I can move this player into the action somewhere. So I'm going to throw my safe blocks. I'm going to get some tackle zones out in the business. Actually, I'm going to put it on this guy too. Now I'm going to go for the... crap, there's dodges everywhere here. I have to hit this first. I was hoping that I wouldn't have to, but I really think I do. Push is good enough. That's all I needed. Usurp can go 1, 2, 3, 4 to here, so that things are tied up. You are going to run up here and try to pick up the ball. And then, how far is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can actually score from there. If I move here, I have an assist against the blitz. I do want to move here so that it's harder for these players to dodge out and get involved. Who else is free? He's going to go here so that both these players are tied up if I can. I also get an assist on this block this turn. You can block him. It was probably not actually my best move there because now he's no longer tied up by this flush golem. And this is a 2-die block, which I will take. If I can get him down... Ah! I cannot. Push to here. Do I follow with my ghoul? How fast is that player? 7? I'm not going to. I hate freeing up a player because that means you can try to move some assists around. This player can get into the action. This can get into the action. You can possibly dodge this player out. My opponent is saying, oh, I'm just making so many mistakes, though. And I'm telling him the only mistake he's making here is rolling a whole bunch of 1s. And being short players. The armor breaks is just not giving him the options, and the dice rolls are not going the way he needs them to. I don't know if I'm going to take this touchdown right away. But again, I have this player advantage. So there's 2 ways to use this to my favor. I could try to use the player advantage. Oh, where's this? Back here? Oh, my zombie! I could try to use the player advantage to take multiple die blocks, get some damage, try to level these players up. Or I could use it to try to score another time in this half of the game. How fast are these players? They can reach me anywhere I go unless I knock them all out. I think I am going to go for the touchdown this turn. Is there... Actually, you know what? I can tie all these players up. He can go here. So I can force dodge rolls everywhere. You know what? I'm going to try positioning these guys as though, I'm all the way over here. You're speed 7, 1, you have to... You know what? If I hit this player, move this guy around here, run the ball back here, there's very little that he can do to contest me. I might actually try this. I'm actually going to hit with you. Down to there. Yes, I'll follow up. So I'll tie players up. This guy can have a 1, 2, 3, 4 to here. So this guy has got a terrible dodge roll to get out. The ball moves all the way back here, and I need to worry about this play. I am going to do this and try to buy a turn. With 3 turns left, it's hard for him to score. Or do I take the touchdown? I think I'm gonna take it. Actually, I don't want to be taking risks. This is the mistake I felt I made last half. I was trying to stall the clock out, and the fact that this play will level up my werewolf means that I'd rather take the risk on having him come back to a 2-1 victory than take the risk of not having my werewolf level up this game. Now, the biggest problem I have here now is that I need to level up somebody else. I've got all my points on my werewolf, which is great because they're amazing players. But I would love now to try to get some skills on somebody else before my werewolf becomes the only player on my team that can do things. Part of the reason I started with 1 werewolf instead of 2 is that werewolves are such skill point hogs that I don't want to pool everything on him. I wanted a chance for these other players to make some plays. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we got a nice, safe kickoff result, so I don't have to worry about anything crazy there. He did get a player back, I believe. So once again, I'm starting the half up 2 players. I believe they are both linemen that are out. And of course, he's going to beat up my skeletons here, but that's what skeletons are for. It looks like this time he's actually set up so that the boneheaded guy can take his swing properly, while still having an assist to help him. I'm going to let my opponent know because he's been looking for help with this. Because I really feel like he's been losing his ogre, or at least not helping it, by keeping nobody nearby. And now I need to decide how I want to play this turn. At least not yet. I feel like he's going to set up a really solid line. And I have 2 choices. I can either just re-establish the same defensive formation I have, a space back, and wait a turn to see what I want to do. Or I can try to make some action happen somewhere on the pitch. Oh, they're both down. Oh, but he did KO me. There we go. At least the KO was on the right player this time around. And now I have this huge weakness right in the center of everything. What am I going to do to get back in position? I kind of want... See, I want to move this strength 4 player in here, but I need him to be where the play is going to evolve, which is over here. So what I'm going to do is mark this player. I'm going to move you somewhere annoying. Again, if you're going to try to come this direction, I want you somewhere annoying, which is probably here. Because I'm putting tackle zones on this whole area, and he's got to blitz to come at me. What I'm really doing here is trying to force my opponent to go to this half of the pitch. And you'll see here with how I commit my players. If you come up here, well, he's either going to have to completely wrap around me, or he's going to have to funnel to this area. I want to do this blitz here. And then I want this player to be useful somewhere. If I move him up here, this player's tied up. He's got to take a block. So I might actually use this to actually 1, 2. I'm going to take my blitz with the white. Maybe he'll get lucky and get some points. I'm actually kind of happy with where everybody else is if it has to be that way. Now I'm going to move you. I kind of want you... Like I said, I'm setting up to collapse on the side, but I don't know that I actually have the players I need to do that properly. So I'm going to put you here. Again, to overlap my tackle zones, you're going to go to the middle so that you can reach anybody on the pitch. And you're going to move, actually, kind of over here. This makes it look like I have more players on this side of the field, but both these players are fast enough to cut over to the left if I need them there. I did leave some blocks here, but not as many as I have been leaving. So I'm hoping that... Oh, that was a mistake. I actually should have remembered he could stand and move and engage my flesh golem, because that's not where I want my flesh golem tied up. But for the first time, I've actually set up a defensive line where I'm not going to take all my blocks on one turn. So we will see, actually, looking at it now, because of how I space these tackle zones, this opening actually makes the right side look a lot better. But I'm going to get to throw blocks in this area, and if he comes this way, I might be able to get a good, a sizable advantage. But it does mean this white is going to be completely out of position. The reason I like this side is I've set up my flesh golems to try to funnel this side, and they can block a lot of movement that way. If he goes this way, my flesh golems are both going to be out of position and not very useful to me. And if he sees it, well, we'll see which side he goes to. I have a feeling with these two down players, he may try to come this way now, because I have a very strong wall here. And the only reason I want him on the left side here is that, again, my flesh golems, I think, are in a better position to screen this side of the pitch than the right side of the pitch. I just realized I never used the word left. I say this and right. I say right, I always point to left and say this. I'll have to see if I break the habit here. So he's definitely moving into this area. I feel like he's committing to this, and we'll have to see if I can make something annoying happen for him. My best case scenario is if he opens up a silly blitz for my werewolf here, but I don't think that he will. I'm actually suddenly concerned that I maybe haven't committed enough players to this area. But all these blocks are in my favor over here. I don't want to commit 3 players against 2. I need to get players into the action on this side of the field. You're going to stand up. My blitz is probably going to be the werewolf. You can hit him. The werewolf can go here, here, and blitz this for 1, and then I'm in trouble after that. Unless this block is successful, or this block is successful. So what's going to happen is I'm going to move my safety back here. I'm going to bring this player here, so that I get a 2-dice block on you. You are down, which is what I wanted. You're going to go forward. Yes, I will follow up. Now I have an assist on this. If I hit you once, I push you where I want to from here. It's going to be to move him back. And then I've got an assist again. So this is actually a good blitz for me. And this is on the Armor 8 thrower. It doesn't matter because I have Claw. You are down. I'm going to push you actually to here. And you push me to here so that I tie up players. Where's this ball going? Now he can stand here because now I've got it. Oh, I don't have an assist there. I could try to dodge out, but I just don't like dodging with the werewolf. I am going to take the one-way block. The reroll. I usually don't like this, but I want to try to make sure that he's not blocking my werewolf. And I'm actually going to follow up, even though I want to cover this zone more, so that there's assists to my werewolf. We'll take the good blocks here. These are both one-die blocks. I'm going to take my block player on his without block, because if this goes well, I am going to follow up because he's got an action here. Now I have a 2-die block on the one that has the options. You are here. I'm going to push you wide and follow up because now my blitzer is free to try to make plays later on. This is 2 dice his choice. But I'm always better on the offense. I'm going to roll it. Because the offensive choice is always better. I'm going to push you to there. I am not following up. Oh, so that was a lucky dice roll. But practically, both downer skulls, there's 2 results that were bad. I need them on either of the dice. I think the odds of that are somewhere like 30% or something. Oh, he might have blowed and stunned my bro. And then went for it and failed with the loner. That's trouble. Nothing but trouble for my opponent here. Now, can I actually score if I pick up the ball? He's fast enough to do it. You're going to stand up to help me out. Okay. I could blitz this guy. Push to there. Pick up the ball, dodge, and try to run to the back. Which I could pass to you, because you can get in scoring position. Then I try this blitz. Blitz to here. Hit you again. Pick up the ball and move. The problem is whatever I do... oh, here we go. There, that's the block I need. I can hit him here, then I can blitz that player instead, get the ball and pick it up. So first, you are going to be somewhere useful to me. You're going to continue to just kind of cover the backfield just in case. He is not doing much. If this is successful, I want my blitzer here. If it's not successful, I want him in scoring range. How fast is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is scoring range, so I would have to go for it to score anyway. I am actually going to move him up here so he's in scoring range in case this works. It also gives me somewhere to go hide. You can do the same thing because you're not hitting anybody. Oh, you are. Sorry. You might. That's down. You're going to go to there. I am not following up. You go 1, 2. See, that's a 2-die block. If I go like this, then I blitz with the werewolf. I've got 2 2-die blocks with the ball, if I can get it. But I have to pick up the ball first. Whoops, that was the mistake. I need 4+ to pick up the ball. Yes, reroll. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. There we go. Down. To there. Keep running, keep running, keep running. Give me time to... You, keep going. I should have moved here so I've got an assist. But for the most part, that's pretty good. So I actually have a chance to get another one here. Unfortunately, it's the werewolf again because he's so damn fast. But we've got to try it. Star player points are star player points, and I will take them wherever I can get them, despite the fact that they're all on this werewolf. That said, if he does get it, an MVP, so he'll actually get 2 levels in one game, which would be obscene. Apparently I like that word. I've had a couple people in chat pointing out that I use the same phrases or words consistently through the same video, but that's not always the same from video to video. So if you notice any of those, point them out to me. I'll try to fix them if they're really annoying. And as always, if you're seeing these games, you see some turns where maybe I should have made a different play, send a reply. You can post a reply on Reddit. You can post it on Facebook. I'll see it in either of them. I love to hear any kind of comments on different ways I could be playing my team. So please, let me know if you see anything really cool, have some cool ideas for me. Also, if there's anything you'd ever like to see different in the stream, let me know. One of the things I'm considering is making it just some music playlists, turning off the in-game music and having that going in the background. My concern is it might be a bit distracting from what I'm trying to accomplish here. But we will see. So he has forced me into a 3+ dodge roll to get this guy out. I don't know that there's anything else that I want to do here. If I dodge, I might as well score with the werewolf versus risking the handoff. If I fail the dodge, I'm pretty much screwed anyway. Oh, I should have left him there, because if I failed, the bounce might have landed on the white, and he could have potentially moved up the field. I don't want to risk any blocks, because the best thing I can do is get the 3 points for this. So, we'll try the dodge roll on a 3+, 66% chance. Do it, come on! Oh, that's my boy! So, I have gotten every dice roll that I wanted to get this entire game. And my opponent has just had all his dice roll go down. I want to say, I really feel like my opponent for this match, the Humans, played the game as best he could with the dice he was getting. He was blocking me, he was forcing me to roll dice throughout. I was burning my rerolls to make things happen. I rolled a 1 for my winnings. Do I want to reroll that? I believe, sir, that I do. And there we go, I got a 6, so I'm taking 70k on this first turn, which gets me a long way towards picking up that second werewolf. Or I could add a second ghoul to the team right now, but I really think I want to get that werewolf on the team. Now, my opponent did win the fame roll, so he does get some solid money for this round. He's actually going to get 50k. Looking at the team stats, I caused 1 casualty, he caused none. So, unfortunately, with no casualties and no touchdowns, the MVP is the only points my opponent is getting. Whereas I managed to get 11 points on my werewolf. Unfortunately, he got the casualties and 3 touchdowns, so I haven't spread my skill points anywhere near where I was hoping to. On my opponent's team, he had one of his blitzers take the MVP, so that's great. That's always where you want it. I'd be happy with anything but a zombie. And there we go. Tuba, my flesh golem. Both of my flesh golems, I believe I have tuba and trombone, are my deep brass instruments for my orchestra. But I have managed to get this on there. So I have a skilled up werewolf, and I've got a flesh golem who's only 1 injury away from actually leveling, and they're really hard to get up. I'm actually extremely happy to see it go to him. And that's probably it for today. So, again, this is the Dwarfhead Cup Season 2 starting, and that was the Week 1 game. Week 2, I will be up against the League Commissioner. I believe he's playing an elf team, and he did lose his first game because it's already been played. But I look forward to seeing him at the next match. I look forward to seeing anybody else who's watching the streams join me up for the rest of the series. And, of course, you can watch my other season league where I'm playing the Undead in the Reddit Blood Bowl League 3.5. And don't forget, if you're enjoying these streams, please like. You can throw a subscribe in there as well if you like. It really gives me the motivation to keep these videos coming, as long as I know that people are enjoying them and watching them. And wish you best of luck in your Blood Bowl games. Anybody that's in the Dwarfhead Cup, hopefully we'll get to see you at some point later on in the season.